Welcome back to Uncle Leo's Big Trip. I'm Bert, coming from you live in my backyard in Halifax, Nova Scotia. In today's video, I will be doing a cost breakdown of all of the expenses for our trip, including the cost of the air travel, the train travel, the hotels, as well as the RV with the extra add-on. Just a recap for anyone who's new here. First of all, thanks for joining us. Uncle Leo's Big Trip was a YouTube channel that I started because I wanted to document the travel of my father and my son as we cross the country in an RV. We'll be flying from Halifax to Montreal, just me and my son, where we'll be picking up an RV, then traveling to Sault Ste. Marie to pick up my father, where we'll head west all the way to Vancouver. Once in Vancouver, we'll be taking a train through the Rockies to Edmonton, and then we'll be traveling back home. I hope you can join us on our journey, and where I'll be making videos daily to document the fun and adventures that we have. Let's talk flights. We need 2 one-way tickets from Halifax to Montreal, and I managed to get those flights for $442.66. And that is to get to Montreal to pick up the RV. To come back, we need 2 one-way tickets from Edmonton back to Halifax, and managed to get those for $450.36. For my father, we need a one-way ticket back from Edmonton to Sault Ste. Marie. I don't have the screenshot on it, but I managed to get his ticket for $372.18. Let's talk RV pricing. I'll make myself a little bit bigger here. RV pricing. Okay, because we got the motorhome RV through iMova, we saved a ton of cash. So I'll just go to the receipt thing here. We've got 9 nights at $1, which is only costing us $9 for the whole cross-country trip. Add a few taxes, that equals $10.35. We got free generator use. We've got 12 times 5,000 kilometer package, $2,400. Okay, for our RV trip, we have 6,000 kilometers included. So just on that mileage alone, we're saving $2,400. Okay, with the iMova, they have given us a gas credit of $100 towards the purchase of the gas. We're going to have to provide receipts later, but they've included that in there also. The insurance, 9 nights at $20 a night, that is included with the package deal. So it's minus $100 on that one. Okay, preparation fee, normally $85, and that is free. That's included. Okay, so a preparation fee includes your first supply of propane, fresh water, toilet chemicals, and cleaning supplies for the unit. Okay, for our booking, before May 1st, the units are winterized. So after May 1st, they're not winterized. So because we're traveling beforehand, ours will be winterized. When I contact them in a few days, I'm going to say to them, okay, can you have it not winterized? So then that way we'll have use of the water and toilet and other things. So we'll see how that works out. So that's the preparation fee. Okay, and deposit, you're going to have to put down a $3,000 deposit, and I think that's just for damage. You get refunded that back in the end. Okay, so in the end, not in the end. We've got kitchen kit. I'm going to ask to get the kitchen kit added on, and that's going to be $110. And that's because if we're going to do any cooking, I want the pots and pans there, the toaster, the dish soap, the washcloths, all of that stuff. So that's a must for me. Linen kit, we need 3 of those. We could just get sleeping bags, but then at the end of the trip, what are we going to do with the sleeping bags? So, and the pillows and all that. So 3 times $85, that's going to be another $255. And for our package, 1 driver is included, but I'm not going to be driving the whole way. So my father and son are going to have to help. So for $9 days at 45 each, that's an extra $90 on top of that. So that's going to be an extra $455 plus our booking fee brings us to $505. So we're going to subtract the $89.65. So when I pick it up, I'm going to have to pay an additional $415.35. Okay. But if you look at the total savings from the mileage and the rental rate, that alone, we're saving $26.65, and that doesn't include the daily rate there. I'm not sure what the daily rate is, but we're saving that just off the top. So that is going to be the price for the RV. I'll add that in the total. And the next thing that we'll be looking at is the cost for our Via Rail train trip through the Rockies from Vancouver to Edmonton. Let's talk about the last leg of the trip, and that is our train ride from Vancouver to Edmonton, taking the Via Rail train. I got to tell you, this website here, Via Rail Train, is probably the worst site to deal with. I tried to book it 10 different ways, and it was so difficult that I had to call up on the phone. I couldn't get sleeper class with all three of us in the same area. I couldn't get sleeper class for in the same cars. It was terrible. So I had to book two of us in sleeper class, and one of us does not have sleeper class, which is my son. So he did get actually, because we're military, we did get a 25% off our fare, but the pricing for him, his ticket is going to be $180.59, but he does not have an assigned seat. For my father and myself, we have sleeper class, and it's $920.35. So I'm not going to make my son not sleep that night. We're going to have to either sleep a little bit here, switch it up, or we'll sleep end to end. Not really sure how that's going to work, but that's the pricing for the last leg of our trip, which is the Via Rail train trip through the Rockies. After our train ride through the Rockies, we should be arriving in Edmonton around 7 o'clock. So we decided to get a hotel at the Comfort Inn and Suites in Edmonton International Airport before we fly out the next day. Two reasons why we chose this hotel is because it's close to the airport and they have airport shuttles, so we can just hitch a ride there in the morning, and also breakfast is included. So the total cost for this is $134.76. As promised, there's a quick cost breakdown for Uncle Leo's big trip. In this video, I covered the cost for the flights, the RV, the train, and the hotel for a grand total of $2,916.25. There you have it. Those are the costs before we even hit the road. If you want to plan a similar trip, I can leave my affiliate link for the iMova website in the description box down below. If you want me to do a part 2 after the trip is over, I could do another one where I'll cover the costs, restaurants along the way, activities and admissions to any tourist traps that we visited. Yeah, that could be fun. That could be a good video also. Please like and comment. And thank you for watching Uncle Leo's Big Trip. See you on the road in 3 more days, where I'll be making content daily for the remainder of the trip. Thanks again for watching. Good night.